Hey, greetings, fellow brothers and sisters and challengers of the 21-day quarantine body shift. I hope you all are having a wonderful Thursday evening, and hopefully that everything has gone well for your health decisions today. So just a few housekeeping calls for before we get started. If you're joining me live, please hashtag in the comments live, or if you're watching this right after this has ended, then hashtag replay. Also, in order for me to see your comments uh, uh, below, please head over to streamyard.com/Facebook, and that will give my this platform permission to see who's commenting. So what that would look like would be, hold on, it's not showing here. Let's see. Okay. All right, so it'll show up in my dashboard, and I will be able to see your comments. We are live, so have your profile picture and your name. If you don't head over there, then it would just say Facebook user in a blank, and then if you have follow-up questions for me, then yeah, I won't know if I'm addressing the same person. So there's that. Also, we have a Facebook group regarding the 21-day quarantine body shift. If you wish to join and learn more about it, head over to our group. The link is there and it's in the description. Also, if you want to know more, just hashtag me in the comments. So, right, I hope you're all doing well. It's Thursday. It's actually day 18 of our challenge group. So we're almost done this November. And congratulations to all my challengers for this round that for November. That they've been doing a lot towards their health. Been very consistent with the action that they decided to do these 21 days, and so far a lot progress for them. So I'm happy to have served them and helped them, and just a different way of approaching your health and fitness through goal setting, and at the same time what mindset you need to tackle these goals one goal at a time, right? So hold on, let me fix something here. So yeah, today's just a regular. Every Thursday we do a Q&A. If you guys have any questions regarding the program, I know that the challengers had various questions during these last this week regarding their health and fitness recovery. Another question regarding if plateauing and not finding just bouncing back and forth between 1 and 2 pounds in the last few weeks. So a lot of it has to do with even though we're building what do you call it, habits and consistency. Excuse me. It's the same thing as your body. You know what? You'll be surprised. Your body will adjust to the current situation that you are. Like especially, you have times that you do intermittent fasting, or your bodies, your mind are very powerful things, and the body learns how to adjust just to keep you to survive. Especially if you're doing a caloric deficit with your health, and you decide, whatever your maintenance health is, and you decide to do, 200, 300 calories less than uh, your maintenance, or you're aiming for a certain amount. You know what, your body will learn to adjust to that, and it will become like, it'll become your new norm for your body, especially when you are going on a diet, and have those stalls in your program, because then, the one thing is that as your body adjusts, then this will become, it'll adjust to that deficit. So when you have times when you have a cheat meal, which I do recommend you do once a week or once every 2 weeks, then it takes time for the body to look after that excess of calories, because it has adjusted to a certain level of calories that you try to maintain constantly, especially if it's 2 weeks or 21 days. Then it will it's not that it won't lose that capability, but I mean, it will have to bounce back up to have that to burn on those extra calories. So that's why I do like recommend to, if you're gonna have a cheat meal, really plan for it, right? It's not one, you don't want to come to the point where you take cheat meals, whenever you feel like it, right? It's because we're trying to build a healthy lifestyle. The goal here is a healthy lifestyle. It's You want to have that variable. You want your metabolism to have this variable of burning these calories at a higher level, at the same time burning these calories at a lower level. So if you are constantly, say at 1500 calories every single day, like, your body will adjust to 1500 calories a day, right? It's gonna go through that uh, fight or flight situation, that it's gonna sustain where you are at, right? And to make sure that it's a state of survival as well, right? So if you do have this jump in or spike in with increase in your calories, then it's going to take that much longer to burn it off. So if you mix it up, it's the same thing as it's the same thing as when you're for your physical health, your exercise. We don't work the same muscle every single day. You don't just work the bicep every single day, right? It needs at the same time, it needs a rest, but at the same time, you need it to rest, repair, and scale up. So yeah, you try to mix it up every single day, right? And the one program that introduced variety for me was the P90X, right? Just every day was a different workout, focusing on different muscle sets, right? And mixing up from cardio, strength training, and recovery. So yeah, it's the same thing applies towards your health. I mean, if you mix it up each day, maybe one day you do 1500, the next day you do 18, right? And the next day 13. Just get that confusion for your metabolism, your body, to just be ready for anything. Then you you'll be able to break through this if you have a plateau, right? It'll be fun. Sometimes it's funny, right? Sometimes that when you get to a plateau, and you think that more exercise and hitting from going to 15 to 13 is the solution to you know go further in if you are especially weight loss, right? If your primary focus is reducing weight loss, you'll be surprised that jump starting your metabolism might be the key, and that is by taking some days to get your metabolism up, uh, and by introducing a little bit extra meal, and then just going back and forth to your uh, your your goal of if it's 15, right? So yeah, just giving your body that variable to burn at different caloric values that will help you to just not experience that plateau when you're doing your routine, right? Overall, the habit that we're trying to form is just being active, right? Being engaged with your health, your mental well-being. Is does not have to be the actual exercise itself, like just going for a run every day. It could be just mixing it up, and that that really comes with nutrition as well. Remember this, as they say, it's not a sprint towards your goal. It's a marathon, especially in a marathon we pace ourselves. We don't go all out, and then that's it, one and done, and we're back to yo-yoing with our health again. So yeah, I mean, your health journey, we're especially with this group, it's not a 21-day diet, right? It's a 21-day jumpstart. It's a 21-day shift towards the next best 21 years of your life. And that's a goal that I'm trying to achieve, and the mindset I'm trying to achieve with my challengers is to you know dream big, go and then go really really small in their health, and then just trust that the dominoes will all fall. And if you heard that analogy before, it's based on the book, The One Thing, written by Gary Keller and Jay Papasan. And yeah, that book has changed my life for myself. I've been able to achieve more goals and accomplish stuff that just been sitting on my bucket list, sitting on my to-do list, because I always look at the overwhelm. It's like, oh man, I gotta go through like 200 different, especially for my first business, my eBay business. Like, oh, I gotta go through like 500 different listings and just update them all with just information, whatnot, to be standard across the board. But then, you know what? You end up just seeing you see this big mountain to climb, when all you have to do is break it down on how many steps it needs and what you're willing to do, uh, you know each year, each month, each week, and down to each day. If I can do this each day, right, then eventually I'll get towards my goal. I get towards my destination. Like driving through, just having a long drive to your destination, your camping site. All you have is your headlights ahead of you, especially if you got to drive through. I'll have a long drive through the night as well. All you have is your headlights ahead of you to see where you're going. But eventually, with tools and strategies, with co-pilot, a navigator, a GPS, All you gotta do is, just trust that, you know you have these markers, these set instructions to get to your destination. You don't have to see everything in your peripheral. You just need to be laser focused with what's ahead of you, right? There'll be, and just be aware, there'll be detours, there'll be dead ends, there'll be wrong turns. That's just part of life, right? And that's what, and that's part of growing, right? If you don't experience any of this, right, then you won't really appreciate your you won't appreciate the journey, that what you had to overcome and what you experienced to once experienced. Then you know how to make that adjustment again, right? So yeah, that's what I do my best to teach my challengers on, that it's not just going to take 21 days to reach this goal, but let's get started with the first action, right? Break it down, and try to be consistent with this, and then everything else that we plan from your goal, reverse engineered to the first action step. Then that will just be bonus. But as long as your first action step that you feel and confident you can do, which is will result to your 80% accomplishing this goal, is met, then that's you can call a day a win. And a good analogy of that is when and I know I can speak to a lot of runners, because running has been my not saving grace, but it has given me a life worth living, worth exploring, and especially giving me time to have more energy, more focus, just the ability to do stuff at a higher level, right? So I can speak a lot to a lot of runners that will go through this, and that is, and yeah, people who like to work out. It's just, especially when you have to get out there, right, and do your run or head to your gym or training facility, that you know sometimes it takes time just to convince yourself to get out there, right? And just like 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. I hear I hear from some of my challenges too, just to get that that energy, that mental focus, and just to get that activity out of the way. And we all deal with that. There's some days that we don't want to go out, but then sometimes it's just the mind talking, that and sometimes your body does need recovery. If you have done hard workouts the last few days, and it's time to rest, recover, and rebuild, because recovery is just as important to your physical exercise well-being, as well as your nutrition, right? Recovery is just as important in just being able to show up the next day, the next morning, stronger than ever, right? So just realize uh, at this to the point of this, is that once you get out there, right, and you get your run in, you get your workout in, right, then you know what, you that you're completely satisfied that today's a win, right? And that's what we want to focus on, like what is the one thing that we can do today, just to call today a win, right? Especially with our health and well-being. And it's not about doing 15 different things. It's about doing the most important thing that we believe that will get us towards our goal. A lot of us make to-do lists like groceries, right, but then a lot of stuff on that groceries are just extras, right? You need to you you got to realize that you have to get the important things on that list, like either it's milk and eggs, certain vegetables that you must have, right? But the daily essentials that you need, those are the things that you need to focus on, especially with your health and well-being, right? Getting those things off your list first, and then everything else that's extra, that okay, I need you know uh, personal goods, right? uh, those are just extras, those are just bonus, right? Can you live without them for another week? More likely you can, right? But uh, having food, having fluids, and those are keystones in our well-being, right? So just have to have, that's one of the mindset that you need to attack your goals, is that what are the actions, right, that I can take to achieve my goal. It's not building a list, right? It's there's I usually go through 4 steps when I do my plans for my challengers. So first step, build a list. So sometimes we focus on 5 strategies for the 3 categories that I want them to focus on. One on physical health, 5 strategies in there, 5 strategies in nutrition, and then 5 strategies in recovery, right? So those are we build the plan for there, right? And then after that, then we go to the next step. Number 2 would be prioritizing them. So not each one is never equal, even though they are very important, but each thing is not equal, right? So if anything is equal, then what's the point of having a race or whatnot when if everyone's first place, right? There's unfortunately there's they may look they may look equal, because what separates first place to second place are just mere milliseconds, seconds or milliseconds, right? And it's just that close for everything to look like number one, right? So, but unfortunately, there's one of these strategies will outrank the others. So at the end, we prioritize and put them in order, right? So once a strategy, we find out what's the number one from each group, right? So now you have 3 number 1s for each group, and then now you break it down to the third step. But if you can only pick one out of the three, so now basically, like I said, each of these are number one in your book, so everything is very important. But you know in order to develop a habit, consistency towards that habit, and most important, achieving that goal that this habit is associated with, then you have to give it your best. As they say in the one thing, multitasking is a lie, and it's just been brought up because it's something that we created in the computer on Windows, or opening multiple tabs thinking that they're all working at the same time, and they do, but then they're all also feeding at the same resources. So you have this resource, this RAM, right? But then they're all feeding into this RAM, right? And it may look mere seconds, right? But then it it's still delaying each one, right? Now, if you focus that on us, right? In if we're splitting the pie uh, within these three number one goals, then you are just giving each goal 33% of your attention. So instead of completing this goal, you are not giving it justice. You are not giving it the best work possible. So yeah, most important. I'm not saying that you should ignore the other two, right? But and that's number four. Once you decide what your number one goal out of the three for each category, then step number four is forget the rest of the list, right? So this should be your primary focus is that one act, that one goal, that one strategy, right? And then everything else on the list, if you have time for it, then just add it. It's just bonus as long as this one strategy, right, is is the one that you feel is the 80% to get you to your goal, and that will that's not just only your working your physical well-being, but then your mental well-being, because you have this confidence and this belief that if you get this done, you are one step closer. This today is a win. You don't want to make 15 things and you only achieve 10, and then you realize today it's a failure, right? And that's not the mindset we want to achieve, right? Think of it as like work. You can do all these 15 things at work, all these job tasks that you need to do, but you make a mistake of one thing. That's all that they remembers, that one mistake. So why don't you just give that one task, that the most important task that needs to be completed for the day, then everything else is bonus, right? You have the time to give your best shot on each other category. So I would like to also thank Teresa for being here on live, and I think Julie also liked the comment. Thank you. So yeah, just those are one of the four steps in the challenge in the program that I run through the challengers. So, but yeah, even once you get your strategy, then we even break it down to smaller, because we need to also focus on what the action is. So a goal is just a goal, but if there's nothing to implement the steps in this goal, then it's just something that you're just looking at. It's just another picture frame that you're looking at the wall, right? That it's just there, but then what are the actions that you need? So we break it down even more, and it can be various things, right? It can be a lot of different things. I won't disclose here, because then it kind of defeats the purpose. But yeah, and each person has a various thing. Like I said, it's a plan not just created by me, but it's the most important first is that this plan is created by you. These are stuff that you believe will help you, right? There's stuff I can recommend. If you need that, then I'll recommend it, and it'll be a choice if you want to implement it. But most important, that you are doing a plan that is close to your heart and your belief, and we'll make adjustments along the way, right? To see where you are with the plan and set, and we'll make adjustments. And if you got there closer, then we focus on a new one thing. If you feel that this is something just part of routine, and that's how we should get habits developed. Is that it's just part of what you do every day now, like brushing your teeth, right? Having breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right? Heading to work, pick up the kids from school. It's just part of something that you do, right? So part of following your plan is just something that is part of your lifestyle that gives you peace and happiness. At the same time, working towards your goal, working towards your health and mental well-being. So yeah, those that was that's basically what that's one aspect of the 21-day quarantine body shift. So yeah, this week we are heading towards. We have a contest that's going on. It's on the prize would be the how to detox yourself. So it's not mostly by fitness, but most important, just how to deal with the environment and your surroundings, and just find that peace within, and understanding that that will serve you to just overcome these stuff that just are toxic to your life, right? So yeah, that's a 297 value. Anyone has a chance to win that. It's just by introducing people to the 21-day program. And the more people that you bring into the program, then the more chances that you have win the prize. So yeah, anyone's welcome to win that prize. The date for that ends on Sunday. And yeah, after that, then on next Monday on the 23rd, we are running 5-day challenge, a 5-day orientation to you know go the walkthrough on what the 21-day quarantine body shift is all about, how it can help you get your questions answered, go through the various training, getting started here, going through the process, and then yeah, going the having assessment basically done. And then once if you do decide that this is something that you want to jumpstart your make that shift towards your health and mental well-being, then yeah, we start on November 30 for the December group, and that will be 21 days, 3 weeks, to have a nice head start towards the Christmas break. So don't want to head into the Christmas break that and then doubling up with Christmas feast with your household, right? That you won't be in a better place for that. Your body will definitely feel that. As much as you enjoy the festive moment with your family, I do recommend that, but do yourself some justice by just creating that room for yourself to enjoy that meal. So, and at the same time, you don't want to head into New Year's sluggish and trying to burn off uh, the December plus the 2 days or so of Christmas feasts on top of that. You're obviously setting yourself for failure, because then when you make your resolution, and which I let you all know that I am before at a young age, I used to believe in New Year's resolution. I always make them all the time, but have I achieved any of my goals? Not from the start to the end, right? It basically becomes a yo-yo. and this is what we don't want you to get into. That yo-yo mindset. Okay, I'll do my New Year's resolutions. I'll see how far I can go, and that's it, right? If I fail, I fail, right? So you don't want to tell yourself, well, I'm gonna fail on myself, and at least I tried, right? And yeah, that's fine. You try, but you know, as a lot of my challengers were able to do, and like I said, I give my challengers so much prop to battle, with that mindset and detox and defrag what they have been going through their entire lifetime of, just getting back to that habit of you trying your best, and you know what, I'm just gonna take a break for now, and pick back at it when I have the chance. So that's not that's and I've been through that. Through that journey, especially with when I got started running, right? And I just made it that commitment this year, these last 2 years, to focus on my health year round, right? And at the same time, especially this year, focus on that this is a lifestyle. So this is not 21 days of getting to your goal uh, at the most concentrated way as much possible, and then take the next 2 months off. This is about jump starting, and if we're breaking, if you're hitting your goal at 1%, 5% each time, you know what? If you total that all up in the next for your next 21 years, you're gonna imagine how much you all that you accumulate towards your health, living longer, living healthier, avoiding trips to the banks, avoiding buying not the bank, avoiding trips to the hospital or to medical facilities, uh, especially the bank of buying all these prescriptions and whatnot towards you know taking care of yourself, right? I'm also a believer of food is medicine, so focusing on quality food, not food that comes from a box, and I try to avoid especially fast food, because you don't know what's in there. You're not in control of the ingredients, so as best as you can, if you have to pay premium for your food outdoor, especially uh, you know uh, restaurants that focus on healthy ingredients, then so be it. If you don't have time, but we break down all that aspects in the program, and yeah, we got I got one person. I had two people who are using HelloFresh as their way to save time and also have focus on quality ingredients as well. So that's the program that they want to go, and I'm very happy to help them with that, if that's going to help them towards their goal, right? So yeah, so that's let's see, it's lost my train of thought, but yeah, it's we work with the program that's that you feel happy and confident in doing. So yeah, just realize, I'm not gonna work you to the bones to get towards your goal. I do, like I said, you know in order for me to succeed, I need you all to succeed, and I'm willing to work with any of you on what pace you feel you need to get started, right? And from there, then you know, we can progress. We can take the kaizen approach where, especially, we don't need to continue to do an overhaul of your system every single time. We just focus on one to three different areas each time, especially if it's not our one thing, or if it's we need more development in the one thing, then we can continue to do that and see what other areas that we can add time towards. So anywho, yeah, uh, that's a bit of what the 21-day quarantine body shift. So today, yeah, just learning a little bit more on adding more value to the program. Me and my wife has been spending the whole week, because this weekend, last weekend, there was a 2-day event for goal setting for couples, hosted by the One Thing, and I was happy that she was able to join me on this, so that we can be have that communication together, understand each other more, and understand at the same time, most important is planning for our future. And we know it's not going to be a sprint to achieving all these goals, but um, because there's a lot of stuff in life that you still have to balance. So, but as long as the most important steps that we need to achieve is being addressed, and that at the same time that we each day, whether it's 5 minutes or 30 minutes towards that goal, then we're taking one step at a time on that staircase. You don't need to look in the entire staircase. Just sometimes just take that step, and uh, and taking the next step, then the next step, and then eventually you'll get to the next floor, the next level that you feel like, and you can review. Okay, let's get to the next set of stairs, and then to the next. You're just breaking out your goal floor by floor, and then eventually, once you get to your goal, the penthouse, the top of the building, right, to the master suite, then you know what you know you have looked taken what looked like a high rise mountain, and then you can appreciate what you had to go through the journey, then something that just been handed to you, and then it's something that you haven't learned. And then guess what, if you get faced to another situation, then instead of just dealing with it again, then it's like, oh, i did I did that, I done that, that's not important to me. And this might be something that you might be missing out in the future, something that might grow and benefit you, and be important to you. So, but yeah, I mean, like I said, life is short, so there's so much that you can do, but if you don't focus at one thing at a time, then your life will be just half of everything. And you don't want to be the jack of all trades and a jack of all your goals, and then there's not one of them that you truly mastered and recognized or remembered for. So yeah, I mean, 21 days can be towards your health and fitness, and that's what we approach first. And then if you've been in the program for long enough and you feel that you're hitting your goals, then we can focus on the different circles of the group, with if it's spirituality, marriage, key relationship, personal hobbies, your fitness again, your finances, your business, or your job, then you can look into that, because a lot of these still deal with your health and well-being, because these are stress factors in that keeps you up at night, uh, and keeps your gears turning, especially if they're not turning in the right way. They're grinding instead of just helping do what you need to do to grow and explore and learn more. If they're just grinding because just feeling the overwhelm, then that's you're ending up uh, jeopardizing your health once again. So yeah, I mean, if this just reach out to me, hashtag me in the comments, and I'm more than willing to help you out. Let discuss your health and well-being, if this program is a fit for you. And let's focus on your health first. It's because if you can't stay on top of your health, the people you're responsible for, you're taking care of, they'll be the ones to look after you. And then that mission, that personal goal of you taking care of your family, or your parents, or people that are important to you, what, you are not accomplishing that, because now that your health is in disarray, right? Now it's them that will have to look after you. So yeah, I mean, a lot of things, these are stuff that we have to go through in life. And you don't have to go through it alone. I mean, it's most important. It's one thing, also to have me in your corner to uh, be that voice to help you through all these challenges. But it's another thing to have a community like my challengers in our group, to help and guide you and just support you, because they go through the same thing. They are struggling, they are challenging themselves to become a better version of themselves each day. And what you're going through is similar to what they're going through, and you don't have to be alone in that aspect. So if, yeah, just hashtag more if you need any more information to talk. I'm here to help you out. And yeah, just head over to our group as well, and just request to join. And hopefully we'll let you into the group. So all right, so yeah, without further ado, so yeah, just we'll end it here. I don't see anyone in the chat. So yeah, I'm just happy that like I said, you guys you spend your time with me tonight. Very much appreciated. If you're watching this once after this is all done, just hashtag replay in the comments. Right, all your engagements help out a lot in my mission to serve people. And going through this goal setting with my wife, what, my main core value is the same core value that at the age of 40 is the same core value I had when at the 20. I want to create a difference. Making a difference is one thing, but creating a difference is something. So uh, it's still something that resonates into me. So your engagements, help me out. So please, if you have the chance, like this video. If you have any questions and comments, please make them. This the Facebook algorithm looks at these things, and then they say that this live stream, this post, this person has is creating some value to the people watching this, the people engaging in this. So yeah, each one of this helps out, and it helps me reach out more people as much as possible. and that's that gives me peace and happiness, that I'm reaching my core value, and that's creating a difference as much as possible, right? And a lot of you who know me in person knows, like, I like just coaching the Learn to Run program, and just changing, just I know it's hard to do these things by yourself, but I've been through it, right? I went through my struggles as well, and trying to figure it alone, but uh, I don't want I don't want the same thing to happen. It's we had a lot of people come and go, and sometimes it's just some little things, as just feeling a sense of belonging. So that's what I enjoy about coaching, creating this group, creating this community, and just creating awareness to health and well-being, that it just embodies every aspect of your life. If you can be the better version of yourself, health wise, and your mental well-being, then you can create so much value in opportunities in your life, because people can see if something good going on in you, that they want to be part of that energy, that happiness that you are creating, because you know you did it for yourself. And even though it's not your intention, they may be reaching out, and want that change in their themselves. So yeah, if this has helped you, just share this with friends and family, tag them. And yeah, this just helps me serve my mission to you know just change one person at a time. And yeah, just bring the awareness in your circle, and and have people to support you on your personal journey. All right, without further ado, I wish you all a wonderful Thursday evening, or Friday morning if you're logging in from other parts of the world. So my next live stream will be Monday. Usually I have a message to share. So yeah, stay tuned on next Monday, 7 o'clock as usual. So I always do this every Monday and Thursday, a lesson to learn on Mondays, and then just questions and answers that I've experienced during the week from my challengers, to share with you, and answer your questions as well, if you feel that this program will help you. So all the very best. Yeah, head into our group. We have a contest happening right now till Sunday, and then next week on Monday we start our 5-day challenge slash orientation class. So all right, wishing you all a wonderful night or morning. Take good care.